Hey everyone, it's Peter from Massive Damage. I'm the producer for the Halcyon 6 project, and I just wanted to give you a quick rundown on the basic concept of how combat works, and just sort of give you an idea of the way that the elements of combat then fit in with the larger scope of the game. So let's just hop right to it. We've got a lot to get through, so yeah, let's just start. The most important thing to know is that your ships are on this side and that the enemy ships are on this side. We've got a human shuttle here versus a Xylar Yanthu frigate. I figured you'd seen a lot of the Cruel lately in the trailer and in the various art, so I might as well focus on the Xylar Yanthu for once. So the shuttle is sort of outgunned in this matchup, but hopefully it'll still give you some ideas of some of the things that you can do in combat to maybe turn the tides. The first thing to know is that these are your primary weapons. Anything sort of in this area, on this ring, is a primary weapon. Those include lasers, shield disruptors, and ion cannons, and I'll sort of get to what they do later. But the important thing to know is that this, your sort of primary weapon, you could sort of say it's kind of like the primary attack in something like Diablo. Where if there isn't a special circumstance requiring a special skill or a special weapon, the primary attack is what you'll generally go with. But in order to spice things up, you've also got special weapons, like this shuttle has a cluster missile. And also this shuttle has a officer who right now has evasive maneuvers 2 equipped that allows them to dodge extra, or to add quite a bit to their evasion if they're under attack. So they can dodge a lot of shots if they want to make that skill, if they want to activate that skill. So again, this, really simple one-on-one combat. I'll just sort of show you how it works. Everything is cooldown based, so something needs to cool down before it can be fired. I'll just show you sort of like the basic attack to begin with. When you click on your ship, that selects the basic attack, and you can decide where do you want to target that attack. You can target the weapon systems, you can target the shields, or you can target the engine. Later on with special upgrades that are on the enemy ships, you can target those upgrades, make sure that they can't use them for a period of time unless they repair them. So I know that I'm outgunned in this particular matchup, so I'm actually going to wait. I'm actually not going to use. I'm not going to fire my weapons right away. I'm going to wait until they are all fully loaded to fire, because otherwise I'm not going to make it through their shields. So I'm just going to unpause the combat now so you can sort of see the pace of how it goes. Okay, so my shields are down. He just nailed my shields. But all is not lost, because I too have weapons, and I'm going to target his weapons and maybe take them out for a bit so that I can get a little bit of a reprieve. See, that was perfect. So his weapons are down for a little while, and so I don't, they don't fire at me, which is a nice feeling. So things are going well right now, so I'm just going to reload my weapons and see if I can do that exact same thing again. Now, seeing as he is overpowering me, I'm going to use my cluster missiles to try to maybe stop his shields from regenerating. So I'm going to fire those, and they missed. Fantastic. Okay, so this is sort of the main combat I wanted you to show. The previous one was really just to give you an idea as to the basic system. This is more indicative of the kind of combat you're going to have in the game. It's going to be more multiple ships, multi-ship combat, and you'll see that moves a bit faster instead of the sort of slugfest that was the previous combat. This one, you really have the opportunity to concentrate your fire and try to neutralize enemy ships before they can overwhelm you. But it's the same overall concept. Your main weapons over here. You've got your secondary special weapons. There's a couple new ones. There's a beam cannon, which is like a really strong weapon that can really hurt an enemy's hull if his shields are down. So you sort of want to use it strategically for when an enemy is sort of in a helpless position. And you've also got a tractor beam here, which you can use against a enemy ship to sort of prevent him from evading your ships. It just basically sort of holds him in place so that your shots and your allies' shots can't miss. And also, there's another officer here, which has a shield transfer ability, which sort of it can boost the power of one of your ally ship's shields, so that can really sort of save a ship in a bind. But apart from that, exactly the same kind of concept. I like to hold on to my weapons until they're all powered up, so that I can release them all at once. So hopefully they don't kill me in a couple of shots. So I'm just going to try to take out these weapon systems to buy myself a little bit of time. And I've done it. But again, a lot of the strategy of this game is trying to get past the enemy shield. So the sort of waiting for a volley to be fully ready can be, an incredibly potent strategy. So I'm going to do that. Meanwhile, I'm going to fire off some cluster missiles, bam, and bam, just to take out some weapon systems. But with my main weapons, I'm going to concentrate on this guy so that I can just sort of try to deal with one of them so that I don't have to deal with all three. I'm going to keep firing on him, actually, because I want to use my beam cannon to kill him. So I'm going to do that. And his shields are down, so I'm going to fire the beam cannon. The beam cannon takes a little bit of time to fire, so hopefully the shields aren't going to come back up in the meantime, but I'm going to do it. And that did it. Perfect. So great. So that guy's dead. So I'm in a good position. I'm just going to cool down my weapons and get them to where I can use them again all at once. I'm also going to use my tractor beam because it's really useful. It just it holds a guy in place so he can't dodge. So you're not going to waste any shots against him. So just going to let it go. Great. Wow. Okay. So I'm just destroying this guy. Again, gonna do a wave because I just find that more exciting. Actually, I think I can just kill him like this. So his shields are down, gonna fire a beam cannon. And come on. There you go. The cluster missiles did it. So yeah, now I'm just going to sort of concentrate the rest of my fire on this last guy. I'm going to regenerate my shields. Should have been doing that a little bit more. And yeah, we're going to take out his weapons so that he can't hurt us anymore. And yeah, that's the basic concept of combat. You use the abilities and the weapons that you have to the best possible effectiveness in order to, prevent the most amount of damage to your ships. Because after this combat, the damage that your ships have, they're going to hang around. You're going to need to repair them. They repair over time. You might be put in a situation where, one set of ships are heavily damaged and maybe they're going to be put into a perilous position based on that. So you really want to sort of succeed in combat to the best of your ability, so that you don't have to have these long recovery times after the combat. Anyway, that's the combat video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, let us know on the comments board, or you can email me at peter@massdmg, that's massdmg.com. Keep giving us feedback. You're giving us a lot of really great ideas. We've already changed some of the planning based on some of the suggestions that you've made, so we're really excited about that. And yeah, we'll be in touch soon. All right, bye.